अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति शुभदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सागणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते प्रणमामि मेरे प्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपया सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसुधि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिमित्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरो नमतारण परमानन्दमाधव श्री चैतन्येश्वरम्। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भद्राय श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती गौरवाणी प्रचार निरुसे शून्य पश्चात विस्तरणी। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसुधि गौर भक्तवृंद जयतो सुरतो पंगुरो मंदमते मत्सरस्वदाम्बोजो राधा मदन मोहनो दिव्याद वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमाद श्रीमद रत्नागर सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमद राधा शिला गोविंदेदो प्रेष्ठाल विसेव्यमानुस्मराम श्रीमान रास रसारम वसीवर्तटस्थित कर्षण वेण सुनैर गोपीर गोपीनाथ श्रीयस्तु नाम। हरे कृष्ण। My obeisance to all of you. You know, can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You know, everyone have a request. I'm thinking, we will do Chaitanya Charitamrita verse by verse. When I see, of course, there is essence, then that is better. But certain areas that are very good actually, So last time what I did, I just give a summary, I was very dissatisfied, because what happens is you cannot remember everything. That's why I felt I should do this, instead of 10th canto of Bhagavatam, I thought let me, do Chaitanya Charitamrita again. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, Chaitanya Charitamrita is like a, what is it, PhD, you're all listening. If you all still say no, we should go back to 10th canto, then I'll change it. What do you all think? Unmute and speak actually. If you are okay with that, I'm fine. Otherwise, we can change it.
CC is good, Prabhuji.
This good. Anantagiridhar Prabhu. Who is Chaitanya? I don't know who Chaitanya is. Lakshmi.
Prabhuji, whatever you think is good.
Okay, Pradeepa Mataji, Radha Bhavani Mataji, Lakshmi Vijay Mataji. Jagadishwar Prabhu, Shyamala Radha Mataji, Anandani Priya Mataji, Harchakra Prabhu, and Anandani Priya Mataji, Shri Gaurang Mataji, Abhinam Govinda Prabhu, Devashish Prabhu, Riya Mataji, SB Mataji, Shadbhujananda Prabhu. Whatever you say, Divya Prabhu said that. I want everyone to,
Yes, Prabhuji, we can go text by text, Prabhuji.
Anandagiri.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Others?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. I agree, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. And because there is a lot of information, and more than anything, it may take little time, but that's fine. Vande Guru Nishabhaktan Isham Isha Avatarakan Tat Prakasham Cha Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Samyakam. I offer my respectful obeisance to the spiritual masters, devotees of the Lord incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and the primal Lord himself. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he started composing Chaitanya Charitamrita at a very advanced age. One day his brother, what is that? His brother had faith on Lord Chaitanya, but he did not have sufficient faith on Nityananda Prabhu. So one day, Miniketan Ramdas came to the home of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. I think they were staying together, he and his brother. So Miniketan Ramdas is one of the followers and associates of Nityananda Prabhu. And I think his brother's name is Gunarnava Mishra. I think they have a temple, and the priest there is priest name is not the brother, sorry. There is a priest by name Gunarnava Mishra. He did not acknowledge. He did not give proper treatment to Miniketan Ramdas. Miniketan Ramdas was so upset. He said, there is another Romharshana. He used to play on the flute. He broke his flute and he left the place. And and there was a discussion ensued afterwards. And the discussion, the brother of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he supported the behavior of Gunarana Mishra. Whereas Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami strongly refuted his behavior and supported, exhibiting his full faith on Nityananda Prabhu and of course Lord Chaitanya. They both did not have any problem, both the parties. But Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami strongly supported Nityananda Prabhu and condemned the wrong treatment given to Miniketan Ramdas actually. So that night, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had a dream, had a dream, and actually this is the perfect. Can you see this picture online?
Yes, Prabhuji.
This is the picture actually. So that night, actually correct picture is this. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had a dream. So Nityananda Prabhu appeared in the dream with his Gopals, and his body, like it was, he was effulgent like sun, millions of suns, and he was wearing bluish garments, wearing a garland, and his hands extending to the knees. So beautiful. And Nityananda Prabhu blessed Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and told him to leave the place that night itself and go to Vrindavan, and all the wonderful good things will happen. His desires will be fulfilled. So seeing that, when Nityananda Prabhu blessed him like that, Nityananda Prabhu blessed him like that, immediately Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami left his home, and he left the home, and he went to Vrindavan that time. He was very old actually by this time. He was very old, and he went to Vrindavan. So he went to Vrindavan and he wrote the book, first book. Does anyone know what is the first book written by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Vrindavan? Huh? Does anyone know what is the first book written by? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can hear you.
Okay. So, Govinda Lilamrita. What is the book?
Govinda Leelamrita.
That is a book he wrote. Amazing, actually. The the composition was so wonderful, and the devotees, the Vaishnavas in Vrindavan were mesmerized. And then Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote this book, and he called it Chaitanya Mangal. Lochan Das Thakur also wrote the book Chaitanya Mangal. But Acharya sat together and decided there cannot be two Chaitanya Mangal. And because Vrindavan Das Thakur, Krishna Gauragananda Shikadeep says he is actually incarnation of Vedavyas. So then they start calling what Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote as Chaitanya Bhagavat. Chaitanya Bhagavat did not have the, Chaitanya Bhagavat is so sweet, but, we don't get so much description of, especially he did not cover the Antilila of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, he lived only, on the planet Earth 48 years, and 24 years he took sannyas. Then next 24 years, he traveled for 6 years, and 18 years he stayed in Jagannath Puri. So we have got a, whatever his leelas in Navadip, they were amazing. So we get a full idea from Chaitanya Bhagavata. But we don't get so much information. We don't get so much information of the next 24 years. Lord Chaitanya's travels and his stay in Gambhira. So there was a need for one more book. That too, there was a need for philosophy also. So then this has necessitated, another version of Lord Chaitanya's, another version that do depict the Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. Then, so who would do that? All the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they all assembled in Radha Madan Mohan temple. Then they unanimously chose, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, one is a scholarly script, his erudition scriptural erudition was very high, and also he got ever since what is his name, Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami was the one witness to Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, in Gambhira. Actually, in 24 years of Jagannath Puri, all the 18 years, out of 24, 18 years, whatever Lord Chaitanya spent time in Jagannath Puri, Sarudhar Goswami made a short notes, but Raghunath Das Goswami made a elaborate description. So when Lord Chaitanya disappeared into Tota Gopinath deity, on the last day, and later, I mean, for devotees, it became too difficult to even live. So very soon, Saridhar Goswami, his secretary, left the world. When Saridhar Goswami left the world and Lord Chaitanya left the world, Raghunath Das Goswami became mad actually. Feeling so much separation from Saridhar Goswami and Lord Chaitanya. So he had only one desire. He wants to come to Vrindavan and take darshan of Govardhan, climb Govardhan and jump from the top of the mountain and die, kill you himself. He wanted to end his life. The separation was too much. But he met Rupa and Sanatan, and he didn't tell, but Rupa and Sanatan Goswami understood. And he told us, Raghunath Das Goswami, you are the only one who are actually who could witness all the pastimes of Nitya, Lord Chaitanya, is Nitya Leela. So we did not have the fortune of bearing the witness of Lord's pastimes. Why you want to end the life? Actually, Sanatan Goswami told him, I had the same desire, and I came to Puri, and I want to jump and I want to throw myself underneath the cart of Jagannath and end my life. When I had this health issue, what was the health issue? When he got boils full, all over his body, he wanted to end his life. But who forbade him? Who told him not to end his life? Huh?
Lord Chaitanya himself picked him up. Is that right, Prabhuji?
Lord Chaitanya. He told him, so by ending the life, you will not get Krishna. So Lord Chaitanya said, your body is mine. I want to do so many things. You have no right to, no right to destroy somebody's property. So Lord Chaitanya, so Sanatana Goswami told this pastime to Raghunath Das Goswami and forbade him, excuse me, forbade him forbade him to end his life, the thought of ending his life. So Raghunath Das Goswami, actually after that, when Raghunath Das Goswami came with the desire to end his life, do you all know how long Raghunath Das Goswami lived in Puri, in Vrindavan? Raghunath Das Goswami lived in Vrindavan for 48 years. Am I?
48.
48 years he lived. And he wrote so many books. Actually, our acharyas, the topmost, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Manjari and Lavanga Manjari. But because of his association with Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, and because of his intense separation, and because of the mercy he received from Radha Krishna, Radha Shyam Sundar, he is considered as a Prayojanacharya for Sampradaya. Jiva Goswami says that. So he would do classes on the bank of Radhakund. He would do classes on the bank of Radhakund. Raghunath Das Goswami spent all his life on the bank of Radhakund only. And he spent all his life, and and he would take classes on Chaitanya Charita, on Lord Chaitanya Leela. So I encourage you, all of you, to read Manasiksha. Manasiksha, definitely. Mukta Charita and Radha Krishna Leelastava, Vilapa Kusumanjali. So many books he wrote actually. Anyway, but Chaitanya Leela, Gauranga Kalpavruksha, there is one more he wrote. I think some I forgot the name actually. Gauranga Kalpavruksha Latika, something like that. So that's where whatever he witnessed, Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, he depicted there actually. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions them in Chaitanya Charitamrita actually. Anyway, so Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he attended those sessions. He was one of the audience actually. One of the members of the audience actually. So he attended and he made notes based on what Raghunath Goswami said. As I said, Swaradhara Goswami notes was short, but Raghunath Goswami made an elaborate description. It's an extensive lengthy notes. So what is that? He also had the notes. Second thing is his scholarly, rendition. This his scholarly edition, Govinda Lilamrita, was amazing. So Acharyas and all the devotees, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, they unanimously chose Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami as the they chose Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami as the qualified person to write Chaitanya Charitamrita. Immediately the garland fell from Madan Mohan. The pujari picked up that garland and gave it to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami as a confirmation that he is the chosen one to write Chaitanya Charitamrita. But when Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami started Chaitanya Charitamrita, he was very old. He was so old, like Prabhupada. He also had a feeling he might not be able to complete. That's why certain, Antalila, he would give a synopsis, thinking that I may not be able to finish it. Interestingly, he finished it. He says, my hands were shivering. I cannot see. He had arthritis actually. He had arthritis. Because of the old age, 90 plus. His hands were shivering. His vision was not clear. But still his pen was moving. Wow. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is also a pure devotee. He received the blessings of Radharani. And he also, what is that? His samadhi is there, We see 3 samadhis on the bank of Radhakund. What are the 3 samadhis? Raghunath Goswami Samadhi, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Pad Samadhi, and Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Samadhi. You're all listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, what is that? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, if one book that remains, even if all the literatures are gone, that's okay. If this one book is enough to revive the civilization of the world, that is Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada called it, Bhagavad Gita as the undergrad. Srimad Bhagavatam as a master's study, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is the PhD. I have a question for all of you. Then what is postdoc?
Lilamrita.
No, Lilamrita is actually PhD. If Chaitanya Bhagavad Gita is the undergrad, means degree, and Bhagavatam is the masters, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is the PhD. Oh, you're telling Prabhupada Lilamrita?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Chaitanya Bhagavat.
नहीं. हाँ? The songs of Vaishnavacharyas and the translations. Because there is so much of, especially, when we recite the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Thakur, our Gaudiya Vaishnavacharya songs, and if you read their translations, Acharya, devotees say they're considered a postdoc. Anyway, so I told the first verse. First verse is offering obeisance to the Guru, devotees, Lord's incarnations, his plenary portions, his energies, and according to God, for us, Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Chaitanya is Supreme Personality of Godhead. From Purusha, from that Lord Chaitanya, who will come? Radha and Krishna will emanate. And when Radha and Krishna unite, it is Lord Chaitanya. When they are separate, it is Radha and Krishna. Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Sahadito Gaudade Pushpavanto Chitro Sando Tamonudo. Actually, one should read the translation. That way, you're also participating in this. One person, each verse. We'll cover each verse, but of course, explanation will be maybe one, and every 10 verses we'll cover. We'll do the explanation for one or two verses. Who will read?
I can go, Prabhuji.
Please.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Gauda to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction upon all.
Yes. Actually, Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu, they're like sun and moon. They appeared in the horizon of Gaudadesh. And actually there is a song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, this Jiv Jago slok, that amazing one line. Should I tell you, they played this in Sadhu Sangha. That is the only one thing I took it out, that touched my heart, which I want to take it home. How many of you want to know what it is? Should I share it with you?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what I love, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I begged the holy name for the mercy, and I received the mercy. So if we do not beg the holy name for the mercy, please Krishna, please. So I thought maybe, that's why all these days I'm not making any progress. So let me beg the holy name. When I'm chanting, suddenly I remember, hey, you're not begging. So then beg it. Beg, please, my Lord, please. Because the holy name is what? Hare Krishna mantra is what? What is Hare Krishna mantra? Who is Hare Krishna mantra?
Radha and Krishna, please engage me in your service.
Okay, but actually Hare Krishna mantra is actually Lord Chaitanya. Kalikali Namarupa Krishna Avatara. So in the Kali Yuga, Krishna descends, incarnates in the form of holy name. So holy name is Radha and Krishna, means Lord Chaitanya. So you beg the holy name, oh Harinam Prabhu, engage me in your service. Actually, what is very interesting, how many of you know the Sarvadharman Parityajya verse? Who will repeat? Sarvadharman
सर्वधर्म परित्याजा मामे एकं शरणं व्रज आहत्वा सर्वपाप्मेभ्यो मोक्षयामि मा शुच.
Mokshayishyami ma sucha.
Yes,
So Ayendra Prabhu says, Mam ekam is there, right? There he says Nam ekam. Who is Mam? The word Mam ekam. Mam ekam. Who is Mam? Krishna.
Krishna.
So Ayendra Prabhu changed it to Nam ekam. Because Krishna and his holy name non-different. So you're all attending the classes means we should develop full faith that Krishna and his holy name, they are non-different. Listening or not? And we should increase the rounds. And time is running out to and develop taste for the holy name. And taste for the holy name. And what is very important? At the time of leaving the world, one thing will be for sure, we'll be conscious. Our ears may work for sure. Tongue may not work. Even sometimes ears may not work. What one thing that will work? What will work? Consciousness will work. Mind will work. So what do you have to do? Dhyanam. What should we work? Dhyanam. Should meditate. So when you chant the holy name, meditate on the Nam. That will take you to Rupa eventually, form. I'm sure, I know many of you, some of you are, doing dressing, or some deities you have, or some deities you love. So are you, we should slowly take our chanting to the next level. What is that next level? Nama should take us to Rupa. If not, sit before Krishna, sit before Lord Chaitanya, sit before Nityananda Prabhu and meditate on them. But what is very important, Prabhupada says? Shravanam. Don't be distracted. How many of you are listening?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
So my point is, because Namekam Sharanam Raja. So we need to surrender to Krishna. If you surrender to Krishna, holy name, you are surrender to Krishna only because Krishna and holy name non-different. Who knows the verse? Krishna and holy name non-different. Anyone knows the verse? Namachintamani Krishna Chaitanya Ras Vigraha Purnamukto Nityasiddho Bhinnatva Namanamina. So Krishna and Bhinnatvad. So holy name and Krishna, they are Namanamana. So how many of you will agree that you should will invest on the holy name? Not like Tutu Mantra, Abba, 16th round is over, not like that. We need to put energy there. Time is running out. You may be chanting for 10, 15 years already. But still mind is giving trouble. Still so many desires. You agree or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So then what should we do? We should do the service. Do the menial services. Invest on chanting. And hopefully one day we'll go to Nishtha, to Ruchi, to Asakti, to Bhava and Prema. What is that? Bhava stage, what happens? Huh?
Our spiritual form is revealed.
Our spiritual form is revealed. And another two.
Where Nama and Rupa both manifest actually.
Okay. But our stage, what are spiritual form is revealed, two more. Our service is revealed. Our relationship is revealed. Okay. So then to attain prema, that time we'll be following one of the devotees of Krishna, one of the rasas. We need their association. In their association, we'll attain prema. No problem. Yadadvaitam brahmopaniषदि तदपि यस्य तनुभा यात्मान्तर्यामि पुरुष इति सोऽस्यां स वैभवा षडैश्वर्य पूर्णो यह भगवान सा स्वयं अयम नय चैतन्यात् कृष्णात् जगति परतत्वं परमिहा. Who will read the translation? Very important.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Please.
What the Upanishads describe as the impersonal Brahman is but the effulgence of his body, and the Lord, known as the Super Soul, is but his localized plenary portion. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, full with six opulences. He is the absolute truth, and no other truth is greater than or equal to him.
So very important. So what is absolute truth? Absolute truth is explained in three stages. What are the three stages? Brahman.
Paramatma Bhagwan.
Yes. Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagwan. So what is impersonal Brahman? It is written on the screen. What is Brahman?
The
Krishna.
effulgence of the body of Krishna.
Yeah, effulgence of Krishna. Krishna's bodily effulgence. You know, you see a halo around Krishna, right? That is Brahman. What is super soul? It is localized portion. Localized portion means what? Because when we come down to this material world, so, you know, Krishna accompanies us in the form of super soul. Why it is localized? Super soul is not there in the spiritual world. Why? We don't need it. Need him. So, Lord Chaitanya, the halo around him is Brahman. The localized portion of Lord Chaitanya is actually Paramatma. But he is Bhagavan himself with six opulences. What are the six opulences? Huh?
Beauty, fame, renunciation, strength.
Yes, beauty, fame, renunciation, strength, two more.
No. Fame.
Beauty, fame, renunciation, strength, you said four, two more.
Opulence.
Which of there? Here six opulences. What are the six opulences?
Knowledge.
Knowledge, yes. One more.
Detachment, Prabhuji.
It beauty,
Wealth.
he told renunciation already. Wealth, very good. Wealth is the one missing. Aishwarya, wealth, strength, knowledge, fame, beauty, and renunciation. Okay, now 1.4. So you're all listening or not? Or, at the end, best thing
Yes,
is
Yes, Prabhuji.
it's very important. Now, very important verse. These verses, that's why actually I've decided to do from beginning. Who will recite this verse? Or I'll recite. Other I'll recite. Anarpita charim chirat karane avatirana kalau. Samarpitum unnatojal vasam bhakti sriyam. Haripurat Sundar Diti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hrude Kandare Smrtava Sachinandana. Wow, what a verse. Who will read? One person, please read.
May I read, Prabhuji? May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachidevi, be transcendently situated in the innermost chamber of your heart, resplendent with the radiant of molten gold. He
What
has
is the color of Lord Chaitanya?
What is it, Prabhuji?
What is the color of Lord Chaitanya?
Golden.
Molten gold. Great.
Molten.
Good.
He has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love.
So why Lord Chaitanya is considered most magnanimous in the incarnation? You know?
Because of his causeless mercy.
Now, what is that he has come to give what no one has ever given so far? What is that?
Devotional service.
Which devotional service? It is there.
Conjugal love.
Conjugal love. Madhurya ras. Anarpita. It has not given before. Unnatojjala rasam. What is Unnatoj? What is that rasa? Swabhakti Sriyam. You know? So the middle of conjugal love, Madhurya ras, Gopi Prema, Braja Bhakti, especially, the middle of conjugal love, Gopi Prema, Radha Bhav, no one has ever given, so that Gopi, what is the topmost bhakti in the world? Whose bhakti is topmost? Who has the topmost bhakti according to Narad Muni? Narada Bhakti Sutra?
Gopis.
Gopi's love is the topmost. Yatha Vraja Gopikanam. That love is Gopi's love. Dasya? Is it Sakhya? Is it Vatsalya? Yes, elderly Gopi's love, like Yashoda's love, is Vatsalya. But the younger Gopi's love is based on Mathurya. So that Lord Chaitanya has come to give. What is that? So that Unnata Ujjvala Rasam, conjugal love. So, and that very difficult. He came to give it free of cost. Wow. How many of you will learn this sloka? If it is not this, don't worry. Even if you know that, but this you should know. This is the verse, very nice verse. His color is what? Molten gold. What is molten gold? When you melt the gold, yellow, and Radharani's color, Radha Bha, Diti, Solitam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. And he came to bestow which one? Radha Bha, Gopi Prema, that Radha Prema. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, now next one. Radha Krishna Pranay Vikrit Rahladini Shakti Rasmat Ekatmano Abhibhupara Dehavetau Gatoto Sri Chaitanyakyam Prakamadana Tadayam Chekyamaptam Radha Diti Suritam Nomi Krishna Swarupam. Wow. Who will read? Please read.
Indeed, Prabhuji. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestation of the Lord's internal pleasure-giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, previously they separated themselves. Now these two transcendental identities have again united. in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself.
So, very important, the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna are transcendental. They are not material, they are what? Transcendental. That is very important. Janma karma cha me divyam. How many of you know this verse? Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yoveti tatvata tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjana. What is it? No, does anyone know the meaning of this verse? Krishna is telling my birth and my activities, they are divyam, transcendental. Just by understanding them, just by knowing them, and understanding them, Krishna is Supreme Lord, his birth and activities they are spiritual, divyam. Yeah, you don't have second birth. Hare Krishna. How many of you understood? Krishna's birth and activities are divyam. They are not material. In the material world, everything has to deteriorate, and everything is associated with pain. There is no pure pleasure. There is no pure pleasure in this world. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna's birth is divyam. Krishna's activities are divyam. Understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And what is that? Because if you understand, that is highest. The loving affairs of Radha and Krishna are considered highest. And it's a manifestation of internal potency, Ahladani Shakti. That you should understand. Other than not like boyfriend and girlfriend, No. What is that? That highest Unnatojjula Rasam. Not ordinary. We can understand only when we are totally free from lust. We cannot understand this as long as our heart is filled with lust. So this is what is called prema. What we know in the material world is called kama. As long as we have kama, annamaya, pranamaya, manomaya stage, we cannot understand which is beyond anandamaya, turiya. You're listening? So Radha and Krishna's activities, they're extraordinary. They're spiritual, they're not material. How many of you are understanding? I'm trying to impress something on you.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So if Krishna comes, we become infatuated. Just we thought of, if you are a great devotee, the word Krishna, wow, hairs will be standing on end, tears will be pouring from eyes. And Radharani is his internal energy. There is a verse in Bhagavatam, Atma Ramasya Manayo, Niragrandhapi Rukrame Kurvanta Hetikim Bhaktim, Itham Bhuta Gano Hari. Krishna is self-satisfied. Krishna doesn't need chocolates and biscuits, or Krishna doesn't need to go to Walmart to enjoy. Why? For us to enjoy, we need an object. Yes or no? For us to enjoy, we need an object, another person, another object. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is fully self-satisfied. Can anyone tell why? Huh?
Sorry, Prabhuji, what's the question?
The question is, Krishna is self-satisfied. Atra Atma Rama. How Krishna is self-satisfied? Krishna is not like us. When we want to enjoy, we need gulab jamun, we need rasgulla, we need another counterpart. For man, woman, for woman, man. But why Krishna is self-satisfied? And Krishna is also reservoir of pleasure. Agree or
Is
not?
the origin of everything, and everything is coming out from him, and
Okay.
everything is within him.
Okay. Okay, fine. But I am looking for everything is in him, I agree. But what is in him that is making him not look for pleasure outside?
Prabhuji, the six opulences.
Okay.
Sachidananda Graha.
Why is Krishna self-satisfied? Why is Krishna self-satisfied? Why Krishna doesn't need a chocolate to eat from outside?
Is it the first verse of Ishopanishad, Prabhuji?
No.
Purnam Purnaya Midam.
No.
So he's complete everything so that he doesn't require anything from external.
True, but I'm looking for a specific answer.
He is cause of all causes.
I know. No, but what I'm looking is separate. Why? How is Krishna self-satisfied? Why Krishna doesn't need to look outside to enjoy? Anyway, should I tell the answer?
Please, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, the Krishna, the pleasure potency is inside him. All the energies he has inside, including pleasure potency. So he is like a he is like what is that? Golden, that sorry, iron ore is inside only. That that entire our pleasure mountain is inside only. What is that pleasure potency called? Ahladini Shakti is inside only. He doesn't need anything from outside. Ramante Yogananante Satyananda Chidatmani Dramapadena so Parabrahma Abhidete. So Krishna is also Rama, reservoir of pleasure. Because his reservoir of pleasure is attractive. His six appliances. But why he is reservoir of pleasure? Because the pleasure potency is inside. What is it called? Ahladini Shakti. Ahladini Shakti is inside. So what he'll do in order to enjoy, he'll take it out and he'll enjoy. So that way Radharani is not different from Krishna. You know? Radha Krishna Yakatma. Dui Dehadari Anyonya Vilasa Rasa Swadana Kori. Just for enjoying the pleasure, what they'll do, they'll become two. But actually, it's only one Atma. Understanding or not? Please. Very important.
Yes, Prabhuji.
They are only one. Sometimes people ask, Radha Krishna are married or what? Actually, they are married 3 times in the Bhaumlila. But they don't need, because Radharani is Krishna's reservoir of pleasure, Antaranga Shakti, pleasure potency, pleasure giving potency. They are non-different. I have a question for all of you. Should I ask?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So my question to you is little technical, of course. I mean, we don't have similarly like Krishna. Okay, so at least we have this. Do we have Ananda inside? Yes or no?
Our original spiritual nature has Ananda.
Okay.
No, Prabhuji.
No, right, she's right. Sachidananda. We are Sachidananda Swarupam. Soul means what? Satchitananda. But the problem is we forgot. Because we forgot, we think we are this body. So we need an object, a chocolate, a biscuit, a gulab jamun, a counterpart, feminine or masculine, whatever. Why? We are not on that level. When we are in the soul level, yes, though we are tiny fragmental portion, we also have Ananda inside. Why are we looking for Ananda? Anandamayo abhyasat. What's the nature of the soul? To be happy. Why? Because that's the nature of the soul. Ananda is there. But today it is covered. We think, because of the ego, we think we are this body. Because we think we are this body, we are trying to look for pleasure outside. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is a reservoir of pleasure. So that Ahladani Shakti is inside. So what he will do in order to enjoy, he'll take it out. The cosmic manifestation is based on man and woman, masculine, feminine relationship. So he takes it out because it is energy, it is Shakti. Krishna is energetic, is a Purusha. So that's why she is called feminine counterpart. Otherwise, they are only one Atma. Are you clear or not? समझ में आ रहा है क्या?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Everyone.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, can you connect the dots one more time? Yeah, we forgot that we have Ananda within us. You said few more lines in connection with that one.
No, I said, Prabhuji, we are spirit soul. What is the nature of the soul? What are the components of the soul? Sat Chitananda. So if we are eternal, we are knowledgeable, and we are blissful. But we forgot that. So we identify with the body. Body means, asat, temporary, achit, ignorance, and nirananda, source of misery. But if you reach the platform of soul, that's why a person who is spiritually advanced, they don't need anything outside because they're finding happiness inside. So, but Krishna is, unlimited. Is it because his energies are unlimited? Krishna is unlimited because his energies are unlimited. So, but Krishna also a reservoir of pleasure. That pleasure mountain is inside. That pleasure mountain is inside. Unlimited pleasure is inside. That's why people come to temple to worship God, worship Krishna. So that pleasure is there inside. So what he will do? Sometimes he'll enjoy inside only. Sometimes he takes it out and he'll enjoy. Sometimes he takes it out and enjoys. So because he's a Purusha, his energy assumes a feminine form. Otherwise, he and his energy same. There is a difference between Krishna and us. I want to give one more example. You and your car same, you and your bank balance same, you and your home same. No. For Krishna, Krishna and his name same. Krishna and his Dham Vrindavan same. Krishna and his energy same. That is the difference between us and Krishna. Clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
We'll end it here. I have one more class, so I have to go. But thank you very much. If you want, we can focus on this next week. My obeisances.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Dandavat
Prabhuji.
pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol,
Thank